So Greg, on to you. Tell us a bit about your company and maybe let us know why an investor would be interested in graphite.
Yes, we're an Ottawa-based company. We have a graphite project which is located between Ottawa and North Bay, about 15 kilometers from the Trans-Canada Highway. In terms of why investors should be interested in graphite, I think the lithium guys and the rare earth guys have demonstrated to the market that it's possible to make money on something other than gold and base metals. And so now investors are looking around and thinking, what's next? And we think there's a very good case to be made that graphite is the next lithium or rare earth type of story. The reason I say that is that basic industrial demand has been growing about 5% a year. Prices have tripled. And at the same time, there's a number of new technologies coming along, lithium-ion batteries being one of them, fuel cells, solar being others. They're all very big users of graphite. And at the same time, China produces 70% of the world's graphite. You have the same security of supply issues with graphite that you have with rare earths. So rising demand, supply problems, and a very high quality project.
So Greg, more specifically, how does your deposit, how is it better or how is it different from that of your competitors?
We have what we think, obviously we're biased, but we think that it is the leading undeveloped graphite deposit outside of China. Okay. It is over 80 million tons. That is a 43101 resource. It is almost entirely large flake high purity graphite, which is the industry standard premium product. The infrastructure location is good. We are going to start off at 20,000 tons a year, and we think this thing has the potential to triple or quadruple production in the future. In fact, we've already demonstrated it with the resource that we have. I think the other thing that makes us unique is this is not an exploration project. This is a pre-development project. We already have identified a very large resource. We will have a bankable feasibility study. So this defines very specifically the capital and operating costs of the project, and we will be fully permitted by the end of the first quarter. So if the stars align, we will be in production in mid-2013.
Okay, so is there a risk of new mines being developed leading to lower prices?
There is always that risk, but I think if you look at the lithium-ion battery stories in the industry, for example, if electric vehicles and hybrid electric vehicles are even moderately successful, and you take very conservative forecasts of the percentage of new vehicles that are hybrids or electrics, the world needs to double or triple graphite production. So we need 10 or 20 new graphite mines in the next 5 to 10 years.
Well, how much would it cost to build the mine, and how long would it take?
It will cost between $70 and $80 million to build the mine. It sounds like a lot of money, but actually in the mining business it's not. No. Most lithium projects are hundreds of millions, as are the rare earth projects, and some of them are in excess of $1 billion. So when you tell somebody you're going to build a mine for 80 million in the mining industry, that's a fairly modest number, and it's something that's very doable for a junior company. And it will take approximately 1 year to build the mine. It's it's a simple open pit mine with standard technology, so there's nothing unusual about it that creates a technical challenge.
Has the Canadian government been helpful to you?
The Canadian government has pretty well been invisible, which is kind of unfortunate. There's a lot of stuff going on in green energy and green energy technologies, and for the most part, the Canadian government and Canadian industry is nowhere to be found. As usual, it's mining companies that are leading the charge, and a lot of these projects are not even in Canada, even though it's Canadian companies sponsoring them. So this is an example of a deposit that is located right here in Canada and can help us contribute to being part of the green revolution, and I don't even think the government knows it exists.